Hello there, weary travellers, and welcome back to the Library of Legend. I am Jack Tarlad, your dungeon master for this evening, and this is Read and Roll, where we take an unsuspecting guest and we roll our way through a classic fighting fantasy choose your own adventure game book. I'll put my teeth back in and we should be ready to go. We have had a 2-week hiatus. Yes, I had jury duty, if you'll believe it or not. And so I took the entire 2 weeks off from streaming, so there would be no overlap or anything like that, but we're ready and raring to get back into it. Before the hiatus, our guest today was supposed to come on the show, but unfortunately that episode had to be cancelled. So let me apologise to you, the viewers, and to our guest for not being able to make that show. However, he is here today. The last time we had this person, he got partially way through this story, and unfortunately, because he has his own schedule going on with his own streams, had to end it slightly earlier than usual, and so that gives us an opportunity to revisit it today. And so our guest today is a man who really needs no introduction. You know him very well from his Rumble Squared streams and his Pay It Forward streams and his very own Dara Chat streams. It is, of course, Daramouthe. How are you doing, Daramouthe? Good to see you.
I would have thought you would have gone from Darachat to Rumble Squared. No, you just went in an odd order.
I told you, you don't need any introduction because people know you so well anyway. I didn't think it mattered which order I put them in, but nevertheless, Darachat is the main one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically the main one. I've had to pull back. Well, and you forgot Dara's Hangout then too, but that's a different story for another time. So,
of course,
because that's where you met Tiny Panda at. So, and then you explained to us all your little TV stuff as well, which I doubt we have that here. So
that was a good episode. That was. We thoroughly enjoyed meeting Tiny Panda Face and talking about teletext.
Yeah. And here we put in the numbers here. Oh, look, there's we can read stuff now.
For those who aren't familiar with teletext, it was the internet before the internet. And it was through your television. Anyway, so yes, the last time we had you on the show, you'd gotten quite far through City of Thieves, which is the book that we'll be playing today. You did extremely well. We've taken a look at some of your stats before we started the show, and you're in a pretty good position.
Thank you. I appreciate. I will hold the applause for later if I survive.
Hopefully today you'll be able to finish the story. I mean, you're halfway through the adventure at the moment.
Ooh.
So hopefully, if you make the right decisions, you'll be able to finish this.
Yes, finally, something in life I can finish.
Well, you'll be the first person to ever finish a game if you can finish this one today.
I thought you already had. I thought Abe finishes.
No, he's always died.
Wow,
in fact, everyone's died.
What?
Every single person has died.
Well, I hold the candle to that wind, but it's gonna blow out sometime soon. Oh,
well, I hope you're prepared, mate.
Oh.
So, I think we should get into it.
Yes.
And remind the people. Oh, actually, before we do any of that, let me. In fact, we'll get into the game screen. Don't forget, boys and girls, if you wouldn't mind doing the things with the stuff, if you could like, subscribe, share, notify, all that kind of stuff. Now, we will say hello quickly to the chat shortly. However, since your last showing, I've changed a few things.
Oh,
so,
goodness.
Yeah. So I tried my hand on the previous show with Yarnwitch at monetizing certain aspects of the stream. Now, if you're a viewer and you're watching on YouTube, which you probably are, if you go down into the description, you should see a big long list, too long didn't read, basically, of prices for stuff. So now the boys and girls at home can directly get involved in your game through Stream Elements tipping. And I'm just going to give a quick rundown of what is in the list. So these are all donation values, and they range from very low tier to very high tier. Yeah, I know, Steve. I can see what you're saying in the chat there. Oh dear, indeed. Right, so £1 donation gives the player 1 provision or 2 gold. Ooh. A £2 donation gives 1 random potion with a 1 in 6 chance of a luck potion. Hang on. I'm supposed to give gold or a provision for that. Anyway, £3 gives a potion of choice, but you still have to roll a 6 for the luck potion. Or alternatively, it increases 1 current stat by 1 point. A £5 donation is the Adventurer's Care Package. You get 2 of either 4 gold or 2 provisions, or 1 potion and either 4 gold or 2 provisions. Or alternatively, it grants the player a reroll. So if you donate £5, you've got to just put it in the message that you send through Stream Elements, whether you want it to be towards a reroll or an Adventurer's Care Package. So a £10 donation returns the player's stats to the initial values, because you know how we've got the initial values which will never grow any higher, but your stamina, skill and luck may change all the way through the game. Well, it will return all of them back to their initial values. That's for a £10. Now £15 is a sneaky one, because it's the Chaos Coin. So the Chaos Coin, it's one of 6 choices. So depending on a roll of a d6, for £15, you could either reduce all current stats by 1, remove 2 provisions, removes 1 d6 worth of gold, removes 1 potion, or it could add 1 to any stat, or adds 1 d6 of gold. Interesting, right? Don't worry, it's all down there in the description. You can have a read through it whilst you're listening to us prattle on. Anyway, £20 spawns a random enemy.
Ooh.
I know. Anywhere during the game, if you donate £20, it will spawn a random enemy. So the player has to deal with the enemy right there and then, no matter what they're doing at the time. £25. A Sneaky Squirrel appears and something will either go missing, or there is a 1 in 6 chance of adding either a provision or a gold or a random potion.
Only gold right there.
A £30 donation grants the player an Insta-kill spell. So if you're battling, you can stack those, I guess. Right. So if you're battling someone and you just want to instantly kill someone, and someone has donated kindly £30 for that insta-kill spell, then lo and behold, you can just kill the enemy right there and then, and it's all done. However, the last two, the much higher tier ones, because I wanted to I didn't want to make it too easy for them to keep bumping your stats up or, spamming it so that you basically die. For £50, you get an extra life, which means that if you die during a battle, you can instantly respawn in the middle of the battle with your full stats. You keep everything that you had before you died, and you just continue the battle from where it was. Or it can increase all initial stats by 1. So the ones that you rolled in the very beginning that can't change, they can change by 1. And £100 reduces all initial stats by 1. So if you donate £100, I will take away from the player's initial stats, those stats that you can't roll any higher than. It will reduce it all by 1 for £100 donation. So anyway, those are the sort of monetization options. You can take a look down below in the description. There is a full list there. And if you do fancy, helping the player out or,
helping the player helping the player, helping Jack through the player. That's really what it's all about.
Kind of. Yeah. But nevertheless. So those are the new monetization options. You now, as a watcher, you can directly interact with the player's adventure by responding to some of those donation options. And the pinned comment in the chat is the Stream Elements link. So please go there and donate away if you're so inclined. Anyway. So, are you ready, Dara, to continue your quest?
Yes, I'm ready to continue. I'm really feeling it. Like a dog on a bone. I'm really feeling it.
Okie dokie. Well then, let's get back straight into it then. So, where we left you last time, we'll just take a look at the adventure sheet quick, so that it refreshes all the people at home's memory too. So, where you were last time, you've got a sword, a backpack, 4 provisions, a potion of strength, 4 gold, a golden flower, which each pestle gives 1 gold if you dip it in dog's blood, but that will be explained on the relevant chapter. You've got a ring of invisibility, some throwing knives, and a lantern. Yeah. You've also used your backtrack, lifeline. You have initial and current skill of 7. You have an initial stamina of 21 and a current stamina of 19. You have an initial luck of 11 and a current luck of 8.
I feel that. I feel the luck of the Irish right on me.
To be sure. One of the notes is that Nicodemus is under the bridge to the north.
To the north.
Okay, so let's get out of here and let's get back into... Oh, I tell you what, we didn't say hello to the chat. Let's just say quickly hello to the chat. So we've got Legatus Legionis here. Welcome, mate. He's the best mod around, if you ask my humble opinion. And we've also got Steve. Yes, he's back. It's Daramouthe. And Abe, of course. Hello, Abe, my good old pal, me old Skip, me old matey from across the briny. And there's old Daramouthe there.
That's right. I have returned.
You have returned, indeed. Yes. Where else? We've got Crimson Shadow. Crimson Shadow, welcome back, mate.
Nice.
And Hook. Hello. Pleasure to see you. And I think that's it for now. What that HDCW... What that HDCW, and thanks for subbing.
HDCW?
Well, indeed. I don't know what that means.
Do I?
Oh, hang on. I figured I'd sub Last time I saw Jack on because I didn't get to hear him talk on the show he was on. They kept talking over.
I know what show that is.
Which one was it?
Probably Chinwag, maybe. I don't know.
I figured I'd sub last time I saw Jack on because I didn't get to hear him talk on the show he was on. They kept talking over.
Well, you were on yesterday, so maybe he's talking about yesterday. You're on, so maybe he'll.
On the Hyundai Chinwag, or maybe it was Ryan Roger Athay's show on Monday.
Steve just said it. The Chinwag.
Oh yes, the Chinwank. Yes.
Goodness.
Right. Anyway, let's get into it. So, I guess we'll just start by reading the text, I guess. So, ahead, you see a wooden bridge stretching over a dirty river.
Hey, whoa, hold on. Last time we did this sort of thing, right? Reading the stuff, we get real hard for it, okay? If you're going to read it like you're a dungeon master, I want to hear it like a dungeon master, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to start reading it, and then you'll play the game.
Indeed.
Six people on chat, he says. Oh, yeah.
Hey, that was probably Ryan Roger Rathay's show.
Huh?
Reality-based Tangent Kings, which I've... I was on Monday, and I should be on most Mondays now. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into the game. Ahead, you see a wooden bridge stretching over a dirty river. Various bits of rubbish are floating down to the sea on its black surface, and you squirm at the sight of a human hand passing by. The bridge supports and columns reach high above, and you see skulls, both human and non-human, tied to them. The wind makes an eerie noise as it whistles through the bridge structures, reminding you of tortured souls crying out for help. Almost hidden from view is a small flight of steps going down underneath the bridge from where you are standing. A one-legged man carrying a sack is crossing the bridge from the northern bank. If you wish to climb down the steps, turn to 329. If you wish to wait to talk to the man, turn to 364.
You should really do the voicing for the maps because you're really good at it. Let's go for 364.
The gaunt-faced man looks thoroughly miserable. He sees you and shrinks back, telling you that it is not worth robbing him because he has no money. You tell him that you do not wish to rob him, but you are seeking an old wizard named Nicodemus. He stares at you with a surprised expression on his face and says, "For 2 gold pieces, I'll tell you where he is."
There we go.
You decide to trust the man and pay him for his information. He pockets the gold and says, "You're standing on top of him. Nicodemus lives in a hut underneath this bridge." He throws back his head and lets out a shrill laugh before hobbling off on his crutches, obviously pleased with himself. You shake your head and walk over to the steps that lead down beneath the bridge and turn to 329. So give me a second, let me just have a look. You've got 4 gold and he's taken...
He's taken 2.
Yeah, he's taken 2. You've got 4 gold, however, and I'm going to deduct those 2 from you now. So there you go. Now you got 2 left.
Woo!
Woohoo! Less gold! But you have got that golden flower.
That's right.
Okay, here we go. So it's a big old paragraph here, which means we know we're on the right path.
Oh goodness. Let's see. Go ahead.
Okie dokie. The smell by the watershed is terrible. Above you hear the sound of footsteps crossing the wooden bridge. Built into the foundations of the bridge is a wooden hut. Drawn curtains obstruct your view into the hut, but you know you are not welcome when you read the words "Keep Out" painted on the door in large red letters. You draw in a deep breath and knock on the door. You hear muttering and the shuffling of feet, and suddenly the door is thrown open. Before you stands a white-haired old man with a long beard, wearing long white robes. He looks at you sternly and says, "Explain yourself to Nicodemus." You are elated at finding Nicodemus and tell him about Zanbar Bone's reign of terror in the town of Silverton and why Owen Caroliff has asked you to find his old friend to help them. Nicodemus frowns and walks back inside his hut, telling you to follow him. He sits down in a rocking chair and starts to speak in a calm voice. "I am old and tired, and I wish for no more adventure. I live here under Singing Bridge in Port Blacksand to escape the pleas for aid from people fallen on hard times. Hence, no one bothers me. But I do wish to help my old friend Owen. I will tell you how I defeated the Night Prince Zanbar Bone. Listen carefully. Remember, you may only defeat him only after sunset. In daylight hours, he exists on another plane. No doubt he will have his servants to protect him. But should you get past them, you will need something special to deal with Bone himself. To protect yourself from his entrancing stare, you must have a white unicorn in a yellow sun tattooed on your forehead. Normal weapons will not harm him. First, you must shoot him through the heart with a silver arrow. This will paralyze him but not kill him. Then you must quickly rub the ground compound of black pearl, hag's hair, and a lotus flower in his open eyes. With luck, he will decay before you in seconds. If your arrow misses, I'm afraid you will die the moment he touches you. The items for the compound can all be found in Port Blacksand if you search hard enough. I regret I cannot accompany you. Nicodemus then draws you a map of how to reach Zanbar Bone's guarded tower from Port Blacksand. He stands up and shakes your hand and wishes you well. You leave his hut, climb the steps, and cross the bridge over Catfish River. Bridge Street continues north a short distance before ending at a junction. If you wish to walk west down Harbour Street, turn to 91. If you wish to turn east down Candle Street, turn to 238.
91.
You pass a beggar in the street. He is sitting in the gutter and holds an empty tin in his hand. If you wish to toss a gold piece into his tin, turn to 332. If you would rather walk past him, turn to 124. You only have 2 gold.
I know, 332.
So you wish to toss him some gold, yeah?
He's not a witcher, but I'll toss him a coin.
The beggar tips his hat in gratitude and mumbles a few words. At 1 luck point before continuing west. Very nice.
Booyah! Booyah!
Is it going to be worth the 1 gold for the 1 luck, though? So we'll add your luck there, and now you only have, unfortunately, 1 gold left.
And the flower.
Yeah, you got the flower, but whether or not you get the opportunity to use it is another thing. Okay. What you say?
I say he says with a disappointing sound in his voice, right? He sounds like and the gravel he is.
Very good. Very good. Bravo. Right. A narrow alleyway runs south off the street between 2 houses. If you wish to walk down the alleyway to 2326. If you would rather continue along Harbour Street, turn to 180.
455. No, 326.
Oh dear. Ahead, the alleyway is strewn with rubbish and discarded possessions. Suddenly you hear the prowling and you see movement amongst the rubbish. You draw your sword just in time as 2 wild dogs, each 1.5 meters long, leap at you. You must fight both dogs at the same time. Both dogs will make a separate attack on you in each attack round, but you must choose which of the 2 you will fight. Attack your chosen dog, as in a normal battle. Against the other, you will throw for your attack strength in the normal way, but you will not wound it if your attack strength is greater. You must count this as though you have just defended yourself against its bite. Of course, if its attack strength is greater, it will wound you. You may escape by running back up the alleyway and turning west into Harbour Street. So, we'll start the battle. So let's get your adventure sheet up. We've got the dice on the ready, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Right then. So, in that case, you can escape, but you must play one round at least first.
Can I use my throwing knives?
I don't believe that they are for this very moment.
Ah, curses.
They are for a specific moment during the game.
Ah, I've been destroyed. All right, let's pack it up. 2 dogs? Oh, man. All right.
Right then, so you've got 2 wild dogs. The first one has a skill of 4 and a stamina of 4, and the second one has a skill of 4 and a stamina of 3. You must choose which one you're going to actually attack, and then which one you'll try to parry against. So, which would you like to go for first?
The one that's ugly.
I will take that as Monster 4. Sorry, Monster 1. So, if you wouldn't mind, mate, could you roll 2d6 for the enemy?
2 of them?
Yes, 2d6 for the enemy,
okay.
Please.
I got it. There we go. It's not showing up. It didn't show up on my screen.
It didn't show up on your screen?
No.
It showed up on mine. You got a 4 and a 3, which gives them 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please.
Okay. 1 or 2?
2, please.
Alright. There we go. Ooh.
Nice. A 5 and a 5.
Double!
That gives you 17, which means you won that attack round.
Woo! Take that,
We'll bring their stamina down to 2, but you've still got to roll for the other dog. So if you could roll 2d6 for them, please.
Okay. 2D. Okay, 2D. Alright, rolling. Ooh.
A 3 and a 2 gives them 9. And if you can roll 2 for yourself, please.
Okay. 2. Okay. Oh,
Nice.
6
and a 6.
Oh, I thought it was a 6 and a 9.
Yes, because you can get 9s on a d6.
Yeah.
So, you win that attack round, but of course, you just parry the blow. So now you have to choose which dog you would prefer to fight next. Is it dog 1 or dog 2?
Number 2.
Okay, then. If you can roll 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Right. 8.
A 3 and a 5 gives them 12. And if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please.
Yes, sir.
5 and a 2 gives you 14. Nice. You win that attack round. Bring their stamina down to 1. If you were to test your luck right now,
No.
and you were to be lucky, you would destroy the monster.
I know. No. We're passing.
Yeah. Okay, then. 2d6 for the other dog, then, please.
Okie dokie. Rolling them dice.
A 4 and a 5 gives them 13. And then 2 for yourself, please.
Request failed with stat. Okay, never mind.
A 1 and a 3 gives you 11. Oh, unlucky. Which means they win that attack round, and we will take 2 from you, leaving you with 17 stamina. You can try and mitigate that damage by testing your luck. If you'd like.
Passing.
Okie dokie. Then 2d6. Oh, sorry. Choose an enemy, either dog 1 or dog 2.
We're gonna take on dog with the 2 stamina.
Okie dokie then. So 2d6 for that enemy, please.
Rolling.
What did that show us on your screen?
4 and a 2.
A 4 and a 2. Okay, I'll take it as that.
Thank you, sir.
So that gives them 10. And if you roll 2d6 for yourself now, please.
Yes, sir. We'll do that, sir. Right now, sir.
Right away, sir.
Oh, bloody
4
hell.
and a 3 gives you 14. You win the attack round, which means
Doggy number 2.
you've destroyed doggy number 1. So let's just get rid of that one first. And so now we will roll for the second dog. 2d6, please.
All right. Hold on. Right. All right. Rolling. Oh.
I see you in the chat, by the way, Yarnwich. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I believe is that a Yarnwich raid?
I think she's just stopping to say hello.
Well, it's a pleasure to see you. Thank you for dropping by, Yarnwich. Good to see you.
Why are we beating up like this? What? Because I can. That's why I like to go. I can beat up any dog I want. All right, keep going.
2d6 for yourself, please.
Yes, sir. Roll away, sir. Oh,
A
bloody
6
hell.
and a 4.
Oh,
Which means you parried blows.
Okay.
Excellent. So, next attack round for Doggo number 2. You've only got to get this one and you've defeated them both. So 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Right.
4 and a 2
Right.
gives them 10.
Yeah.
And 2 for yourself, please.
Yes, sir. Roll away, sir. Ooh.
A 6 and a 3
Yeah.
gives you 16.
Whee!
Excellent work. You did
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
That means you've destroyed the enemy doggos, and you've done it. You've won. Well done.
Yay! I feel better already. Like I passed a stone through my stomach.
You could have, of course, escaped at any point during that battle.
I know. Thank you for trying to deter me after I've won. Could have
Just
said that.
letting you know.
I know, but you could have been like, "Hey, you can escape now." Yeah, I already
did
beat
tell
them.
you before you started the battle, and I said that you've got to play at least one
Hey, I beat 'em.
round.
I smacked
Okay.
those dogs around like they deserved.
But well done. You did it. I'm just
Thank
going
you,
to
sir.
say hello to some of the newcomers in the chat. So we did actually have Yarn Witch here a short while ago. I don't believe that she's here anymore. She's gone. We've got Uncle Martin. Hello, Uncle Martin. It's good to see you, mate. And we've also got the Eclectic Goat, if I can say
EG.
her name properly. Can you say her name properly?
I
Daramothe?
just say EG for short. It just
The
works.
EG.
The EG. Welcome in
Nice.
the EG on the train to anywhere else.
Escaping is for the French, says Steve.
Well, he would know, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he?
Yeah, I've got to admit, he did go down the alley and disturb them. So by rights, he gets to destroy them.
That's true.
So
I get dibs. Dibs.
right. So anyway, you've won. So we will carry on to 184.
Yes.
Do you have any of Mrs. Pipe's golden flowers?
Yes. 55.
Why, yes, you do.
Number 54, right? Eh?
You dip the petals of the flower into the spilled blood of the dead dogs. On contact with the blood, the petals sparkle and make a popping noise. On the floor are 10 golden pieces. You pick up the gold and walk back to the alleyway to Harbour Street, where you turn left. So
That's right.
let's get that adventure sheet up, because you've used the gold flower. You no longer have the gold flower, but you do have
10 gold, actually 11 gold coins.
Now you do, yeah. 11 gold pieces. So who knows what could happen in the future. I will also allow you to eat any of your 4 provisions. If you were to eat 4 provisions now, it would take... Sorry, if you were to eat 1 provision now, it would bring your stamina back up to its initial value of 21.
Let's skip this time.
You can eat at any time.
Yeah.
Apart from when you're in battle.
Yeah. No EG. I am not making fun of his accent. We're playing a Dungeon Master game, and last time I was out, I was trying to read it like I was listening to The Witcher. Oi, Witcher, what you doing there, Witcher? In the wrong place, ain't you, Witcher? And all that stuff. I like playing with accents.
Isn't he good? Isn't he good though, chat? He's very good.
I tried that, but it don't do well for me.
Well, sometimes you sound like an Irishman. Sometimes you sound like an Australian.
Hey, you come down over there, or I'll come over there and get some Liam Neeson on your behind if you want a piece of that.
I don't know where you are or what you're coming from, but I've got a particular set of skills and I can do some things with a shillelagh.
Well, something was coming, but it wasn't that.
It definitely wasn't my shillelagh. I'm sorry, I had to do the stereotypical Hollywood Irish accent there.
Me lucky charms! Someone took me lucky charms, you darn kid!
I'd have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky little bastards.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Yes, indeed. Right. Let's carry on. Down Harbour Street.
That was pretty good.
Ahead of you, you hear the noisy clatter of galloping hooves. No, on the cobblestones. You hear the noise of wooden wheels and an urging voice, followed by the crack of a whip. Someone is rapidly approaching in a horse-drawn carriage. If you wish to see who it is, turn to 344. If you would rather hide out of sight behind a barrel and watch the carriage pass by, turn to 34.
Actually, you should pull up Abe's. You should pull up Abe's thing. Oh, we've got a particular set of potatoes. That's right. I'm gonna put a potato up your arse, and you're gonna like it.
Where is this?
It's in the chat.
Oh, I've got a particular set of potatoes. Potato.
And they're ripe for the arse picking. 344.
344 it is.
Yes.
You step out into the middle of the street and wait. Suddenly, a pair of horses come galloping into view, pulling an ornate gold carriage. The driver sees you and, cracking his whip, yells, "Make way for Lord Azor!" If you wish to step out of the path of the oncoming carriage, turn to 58. If you would wish to stay where you are, turn to 252.
Let's get out of the way and not get run over. 58, please.
As the carriage thunders by, the driver lashes out at you with his whip. Lose 1 stamina point. You curse the driver of the carriage as it races out of view, rubbing your neck where the whip has raised a wheel. You set off west again and turn to 171. So let's just take away that 1 stamina point from you. The whip at the back of the neck.
Oi. See what I'm working with here? I'm working with a man who's willing to whip me in the shape, and I'm tired of it. The English don't get rid of the Irish so quickly now, do ya?
Not with whips. Anyway.
Yeah.
The street gradually starts to run downhill. The houses end at a tavern called the Black Lobster, and a street opens up onto a quayside. A stone jetty runs out into the sea, and tied to it is an old galleon. It is flying the Skull and Crossbones and is probably one of the many pirate ships that anchor in Port Blacksand to offload their booty. Harbour Street turns right at the jetty and runs north parallel to the shores as far as the eye can see. If you wish to walk down the jetty and climb on board the ship, turn to 399. If you wish to walk up Harbour Street, turn to 78.
Arr, let's try it a chance. Give me the 399. Arr.
Okay. Yahar, matey. And all that jazz. A rope ladder hangs down from the stern of the ship to the jetty. There is also a gangplank leading up the side of the ship. If you wish to board the ship by climbing the rope ladder, turn to 87. If you wish to walk straight up the gangplank, turn to 294.
Board the ship by climbing the rope. If you wish to walk straight up the gangplank. That seems weird to walk straight up the gang. Okay, so they're in port. Okay. Let's try the rope.
You reach the top of the ladder and peer over the handrail to survey the ship's deck. There are two large masts rising into the air from the deck. Wooden boxes, barrels, and coils of rope lie all round, and one of the ship's crew stands on guard at the top of the gangplank. In the centre of the deck, there is a small cabin with an open door. Through the door, you see stairs leading down to the lower decks. If you wish to inspect any of the wooden boxes and barrels, you will have to deal with the pirate on guard. If you wish to creep along the deck to the stairs, turn to 50.
Let's try and see if we can't get past them. Turn to 50.
The stairs lead down into the ship's cargo hold. It's empty. Opposite you, a corridor leads from the hold to two closed doors. You walk along the corridor and listen at the doors. From the door on your left, you hear a loud snoring, and from the door on your right, you hear nothing. If you wish to try the door on the left, turn to 271. If you wish to try the door on the right, turn to 323.
Well, okay, left. Here. Well, I'm nothing but for danger. Go left.
Okay, here we go. Asleep in their bunks are three pirates. Their room is small and contains only clothing and a few personal possessions. It looks as though the pirates have been drinking and gambling. There is an uncorked bottle of rum, a mug, and a pack of cards on top of a barrel in the centre of the room. You see that one of the pirates is wearing a small leather pouch around his neck. If you wish to creep up and try to cut it loose, turn to 162. If you would rather close the door again and not take any risks, turn to 284.
Oh, that is so... that's so... good lord. Oh, she's... I have to start singing that. You know what? Fudge it. Let's just do it. 162. Let's get this going.
Test your luck. If you are lucky, you manage to cut the pouch loose without waking the pirates. If you are unlucky, the man's eyes flicker open as you try to cut the cord and he grabs hold of your arm while calling out for his mates for help. So, let's get your adventure sheet up, and if you wouldn't mind rolling 2d6, and you've got to get 9 or below on a d6, on 2d6 to be lucky.
It has to be below 9.
It's got to be 9 or below to be lucky.
All right.
On 2d6.
Okay. And 2. Okay, rolling. Woo! Woo! Real lucky. Woo!
Bastard.
I'd like a new DM, please. I think he's trying to pull the cards. I think he's trying to pull the card right here.
Well, you are one lucky son of a gun. Perhaps you won't be so lucky next time with your now current 8 luck score. But yes, well done. 4 plus 3 equals 7. You were lucky. So, well done there. You've managed to cut the pouch from the pirate's neck without waking them. Turn to 7. You tiptoe quietly out of the room and close the door. In the corridor, you can open the pouch and you find 6 black pearls. Well, isn't that something? Add 2 luck points also. You were lucky. So, black pearls, 6 black pearls. And that's, isn't that something that your boy Nicodemus said that you need?
What?
Do you remember what it was that Nicodemus said that you needed?
Uh,
Perhaps you should be writing these things down, or I can make a note for you here on the adventure sheet if you like.
I thought that's what that was for. The notes.
Well, it kind of is, but you also have to prompt me to add things.
Oh, I apologize. Then. It was something about I needed a few like hag's hair. I think was one of them.
Okay, hag's hair.
Actually, you know what? Funny thing is, I can just cheat. Kind of go back to the stream.
You could.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at it. Give me 1 second. All right. I need a white. Oh wait, what the heck is that? I need a heart with silver arrow. I need a silver arrow. Hag's hair, and a lotus flower. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all it says.
You sure?
It says, first you must shoot him through the heart with silver arrow. This will paralyze him but not kill him. Then you must quickly rub the ground compound of black pearl, hag's hair, and lotus flower. So it's 3 things. I apologize. I misread that. So I need black pearl, hag's hair, and lotus flower. And then that's it.
Bugger me sideways. It just so happens that you've got some black pearls now.
I got 6 of them.
6 of the fucking things.
And I only need 1 though, right?
Well, it doesn't really matter in relation to the game. When it comes to that point, you'll either use all of them or none of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right then. Let's just quickly see what the chat is saying before it goes stale. What's a gangplank between friends? Indeed, Abe. Indeed.
Well, that's called
Davey verse.
That's called an. Oh god, no! I was just saying that's called an Abe. What's a gangplank between friends? It's called an Abe. That's what it's called.
Davey verse is here. Welcome, Davey verse. Good to see you. Abe spreading the Abes. Everyone has Abes.
Abe. It's like spam from Monty Python.
Man Nicodemus.
You know, I've been listening to the BBC radio drama of Sherlock Holmes, and there's a word called niggardly in there, and I was like, that just sounds off.
It does sound oft, but it is a word that has been used throughout time, and it has no racial connotation whatsoever. So yes, the word niggardly.
Yes, if Sherlock Holmes can use it, then so can we all. I think
do
it was.
Do you know what it means?
I think it's been a while since I remember what the context of what they used it in. This is Sherlock Holmes, so it's got to be someone got murdered or something.
It means you're a tight arse, basically. It means that you're grudging and petty in giving or spending.
That sounds like what Sherlock is sometimes. That's kind of a truth right there.
6 black pearls. Does Captain Jack know of this? I do know of this, yes. I don't believe you're thinking of me, though, are you?
He's talking about the monkey called Jack. Look, we got a monkey over here.
So, anyway, getting back to the story. Oh, did I add the luck points? No, I didn't. So, you've got
2 luck points.
10 luck points on your current luck score right now. You've also got 16 stamina. So, I just wondered, before the potential of getting into any battles, do you want to eat any provisions?
Are you dropping a hint that something's coming my way, or are you looking out for me in a beneficial sense?
I'm just popping things into your head, just in case.
Jack, there's a lot that's going on there right now. I don't need more than.
But you have 4 provisions.
I'll take one of them.
If you eat one, it'll bring you up to 20 stamina.
I will eat one of them. Okay, Mom. Just let me eat the one and get out of here.
Don't forget to eat your sandwiches, Dara, on your adventure.
All right, Mom. Bugger off.
Mom, leave me in my room, will ya? I'm trying to play a game. I'll eat my sandwiches later.
If I hear a choking noise, I hope it better not be like last time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. If you've not,
if you've not already done so, you may open the door on the left, was it, or the right?
It was the right.
Otherwise, you can leave the ship and continue your search of Port Blacksand.
We might as well go for the big one, 232.
Okay, here we go. The door opens into a small room, in the center of which stands a steaming tub of hot water. If you wish to hide behind the door inside the room to see who is about to take a bath, turn to 12. If you would rather close the door, turn to 383.
I think it's just going to be a naked man, so I think we're going to pass on this one.
You sure?
I don't think I want to see a pirate bathe in the hot tub of water.
Okay, just to remind you, these books are made for young adults. And above.
Okay, just go with 12. For goodness sake, just go with 12. Stop dropping the hints. I get it. Goodness sake.
Okie dokie. After a few minutes, you hear footsteps coming down the corridor. The door opens and the man walks into the room wearing nothing but a towel around his fat stomach. You watch as he drops the towel and lowers himself gently into the tub with a loud ah. If you wish to surprise him by drawing your sword and uttering a loud ahem, turn to 176. If you would rather creep out of the room, back into the corridor whilst he submerges himself, turn to 383.
Do I catch by surprise or do I just leave? I think we've already seen enough. Let's get out of here.
Okie dokie.
What is this thing you keep doing? A DM should just be like, just yes or no. It shouldn't be like, here's a suggestive hint of like, you should go further. Like, really?
Well, kind of, Dara, but I'm not like the usual dungeon master, and these books are on rails in a sense. So I'm giving you hints to try to make, first of all, my stream, and secondly, your adventure a little bit more interesting. But
interesting, you killed.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yep, I see it now. Hey, wait,
well,
you've
made your decision. You wanted to leave whilst he submerges himself.
I didn't say if that was my final answer yet.
Oh no, you did.
I had a question before we go though. What are my lifelines? Because I know he said you used one, but what were my? I think we have 2 lifelines. So
right? Yes, your lifelines. You've used your backtrack, which means that you can't go back to the previous, the previous paragraph now. But your other lifelines are to ask the audience or to phone a friend. And what that essentially means is, as a reminder, ask the audience means I'll put a poll in the chat. And they can give you an idea of what they might do. And phone a friend is you can ask one person from the chat what they would do.
Can't you make one that's like the DM gives a great hint or something? He doesn't give the answer right away, but he gives a great hint. Wouldn't that be just to replace the phone one? That'd be like a DM hint. Can't give you something exactly, but he can. He can tip the scales just a little bit so you can see a glimpse.
What I will say is, for a £5 donation, I can I can give a great hint.
£5? I don't. Oh, I see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't you do it. I don't believe that's fair.
You didn't say those rules from the beginning, so don't even try. Sorry.
You can't donate to you can't donate. No, you can't donate to your own game.
Too bad.
It's got to be the chat.
You didn't say that before at the beginning
I'm
of the show.
telling you now.
Too late.
I think. So that was a donation by some anonymous person. I have no idea who that was because it does literally say anonymous. So hang on, let me just get into stream elements. So we've just had a $5 or £5 dibdob. Where has it gone? Come on. So a £5 tip from Anonymous that says, "Suck it, Jack." Indeed, indubitably. Now, you see, I've already mentioned previously that $5 donations go towards.
£5.
Oh yes, £5 dibdobs. They can either go towards the Adventurous Care Package, or alternatively, they will grant a reroll. In this instance, I've said that a £5 donation will allow me to give you a great tip back regarding the story.
But since I've already made the choice of moving, do I save that or do I have to use that right now?
Well, you haven't quite moved yet. We're still on the thing, we're still on the page.
Okay.
So I'm going to say from now on, and in all future games, the player cannot donate to his own game or his or her own game. I will allow it this once. Thank you so much for the donation, Dara. And what I will say is that by drawing your sword and surprising the dude, it doesn't immediately turn out to be too bad for you.
Do it.
There is a chance at learning more about the mission ahead, and perhaps even some gold.
You'll call it the Dare rule. the rule of contestants not paying for. It's called the Dare rule. That's right.
Yes.
I created a rule. The Dare rule states a guest cannot pay for their own interest or stuff of that manner.
I think so. I think it's an unfair advantage for you to be able to influence your own game, whereas the chat can do that.
Well, you're welcome. And 176.
Okay. You tell the worried bather that despite your hatred for pirates, you will not harm him if he cooperates with you. You ask him if he has any of the items that you're searching for, but he replies that as captain of a pirate ship, he does not need such things. You press the blade of your sword against his fat neck to make sure he is not lying. He looks terrified and assures you that he's telling the truth. Then he says, "But I do know where you can get a silver arrow. Ben Barryman, the silversmith, will make anything in silver at a price. You'll find him in Clark Street." Making a mental note of the information, you leave the shivering captain alone in his room, locking the door behind you. Outside in the corridor, you may either open the door if you have not already done so which
The left
you
side?
have.
Yeah, I already have.
Or you can leave the ship and continue your search of Port Blacksand by walking north up Harbour Street. So since we've already gone in the other room, we'll go north up Harbour Street. However, I just want to give you the opportunity. Do you want to add this Ben Borryman business to your adventure sheet?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I need to use the loo for a minute. I'll be right back. But my next
no worries, mate.
Next choice is the harbour. So go to the harbour. All right, bye-bye.
Okie dokie. So we'll just add that to your Dubry Firkin, and I guess we'll talk to the chat for a short while whilst you go for a piddlywinks. Yes. So indeed, Steve, it will be called the Dara rule from now on. Yes, Abe. Victory of Valhalla. Aren't they one and the same, really, when you think about it? What would Jack do? Is that what that means? What would Jack do? What would I do? I would know. Yes, Abe, I would know. And dual stream into Rumble? No, you see, unfortunately, the way that I've got stream elements set up at the moment, it means that I can't actually dual stream because I'm as you can see here, I've got the duck there. That means I'm not paying for it. If you can see that, it means I'm not paying for it, which means that I can only stream to one place at any one time. So I have been uploading the episodes to the Read and Roll Rumble channel, which, by the way, I should actually tout that a little bit whilst we're here. Whilst we've got old Daramouthe in the toilet.
I'm right here.
Why did you come back with your mouth full?
It's called a cookie.
Oh, good lord. Well, I'm glad that's what it was.
Oh wait, that's right. You have more than one channel. I forgot about that.
That's correct. So here's the link to the Rumbleverse Read and Roll channel. If you wouldn't mind, if you haven't gone over there already, go over there and follow. I've been uploading all of the episodes that we've been doing here on YouTube to that channel. I am really hoping in the next within the next month to be able to start streaming there full time, because I want to get on that the Rumble creator program. So I've got enough subscribers or followers over on Rumble now, although I do want more, obviously.
But that means you'll have to get comfortable with using Rumble Studio. But they did pull out the direct RTMP for that. So if you're using OBS, you should be fine. But of course, then again, you have Tomby too. So it's not like you don't have people to talk to.
Exactly. And so the way that I probably will be doing it is going through the ingress, that RMTP thing through Rumble Studio, but from OBS, that sort of thing. Abe seems to think you've got a cocky, not a cookie.
Well, that's for Abe to decide for himself if he'd get that one out of his mouth. Oh, anyway. You won't take it outside, yeah? You won't take it outside,
right? So you managed to get a bit of information out of the ship's captain. You've got 6 black pearls. You had 2 luck points added, and you know that you need to go to Ben Borryman. So the street runs north along the quayside for a few hundred meters before arriving at a junction. If you wish to continue north up Harbour Street, turn to 256. If you wish to walk east along Clog Street, turn to 216.
Let's try Clog Street.
Clog Street is very narrow and lined with terraced cottages and the occasional shop. To your left, you see what looks like a small boy lying face down on the cobblestones, groaning loudly. A hood is pulled up over his head and you cannot see his face. A wooden hoop and stick lie by his side. If you wish to stop and help, turn to 72. If you would rather walk on, turn to 317. Did I lose ya?
Oh, sorry. No. What is a hoop and stick? I was muted.
What's a hoop and stick?
Cottaging. What does that mean, Abe? There's been cottaging? What?
Oh dear. Okay, so let's deal with one question at a time, right? A hoop and a stick is an old it's like an old wartime kid's toy. Basically, you have like a hula hoop made of wood, and you basically have a stick and you roll the hoop down the road, and you have to keep the hoop up by using the stick. Basically, you keep pushing the hoop along with the stick. It's like an old wartime type thing. Now, cottaging is how do I put this mildly? It's what homosexual young men do when they go out into the wild and find promiscuous other young homosexual men to do things with.
I see the old English word for sucking and other stuff. But anyway, let's get past that point. We'll stop by to help. 72.
Oh dear. As
a
you
goblin.
bend down to help the injured boy, he suddenly rolls over and you see the flashing blade of a dagger before your eyes. The boy is in fact a goblin thief, and you must fight him for your life. Oh, bugger. So let's get into this battle then. You've got to do it.
Woo! Let's do it!
So, your goblin thief friend has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 4. So 2 successful hits on him and he should be dead.
Yeah.
So, start the first attack round.
Yes, sir.
2d6 for the enemy, please.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Right now, sir. I do it. Oh, shoot.
A 4 and a 6 gives them 15. And if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please.
2D right here, coming right here, sir. Oh,
A
bloody hell.
6 and a 2 gives you 15, which means you've parried blows.
Woo!
No damage. Okay, next attack round. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
1 and 2 right here. Roll it. Oh.
That gives them 13. And 2d6 for yourself, please.
Oh.
6 and a 4 gives you 17, which means you win the attack round. Bring their stamina down to 2. If you test your luck right now, you will destroy the enemy if you're lucky.
Fighting.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Oh, that's right. Oh, done right here. I'm getting a 2 right, going right here right now.
A 6 and a 1 gives them 12.
Yes, sir. Right here, sir.
And 2 for yourself, please.
Ooh.
3 and a 4 gives you 14, which means you've won the attack round and you've defeated this very low stamina enemy. So well done, Dara. You did it. Well done. It's over. That was a very, very short battle. Very quick. Job's a good one. Get it done.
That's the only time I've been told that, sir.
How did you mistake a goblin for a kid, Dara?
Because your mama. That's right. I said it. Your mama.
Cause your mama. You're having a laugh. See, the thing with Arsenal is they always try to walk it in.
That's right. That's right. He said it right. You hear what he say, right? He said a thing, a goblin come up with my gut, my knife out, I stick it in his eye, I beat him in a game. I
win. Well done, Dara. You won the battle. So we'll turn to 208. The goblin's pockets contain 2 gold pieces, a clove of garlic, and some old knuckle bones. Yeah. Take what you wish and head east again. You're going to take it all, yeah? I'm
going to take it all.
So we'll add those 2 gold pieces. You now have 13.
Woo!
Garlic and canucle bones.
Never just put it in there. Oh my goodness.
Okie dokie. Heading east again along Clog Street.
Ooh.
One of the shops to your left is a candle maker's. There are many different coloured candles burning brightly in the window. If you wish to enter the shop, turn to 241. If you wish to continue east, turn to 280.
Let's go in.
Okay. Inside the shop, you see a tall, thin man with pointed ears and fair hair, pouring hot wax from an iron pan into a mould. The candle maker is an elf. As he turns to you to speak, you notice his slanted eyes, which are ice blue. For some reason, they are very cold to you. He tells you that all his coloured candles cost 1 gold piece each. You may buy as many as you wish. He then asks you if you would like to see one of his magic candles in the back room. If you wish to see one, turn to 63. If you would rather leave the shop and head east, turn to 280.
Well, either he'll kill me or not. Let's go see what he's got.
The elf leads you into a room lit by purple candles. If you've ever been to Amsterdam, you know what the purple lights mean. Anyway, the elf leads you into a room lit by purple candles, which give a strange glow. You stand and stare blankly at the candles and drift off into a world of vivid dreams. While you are in this trance, the elf takes 2 items and 5 gold pieces from your backpack, if you have them. When you awake, you have no recollection of the theft, and you leave the shop thanking the elf for showing you his beautiful candles. Outside, you head east again. Turn to 280. So, unfortunately, you've lost 5 gold pieces.
Give me 8. And then, is it random or do you choose for the 2 items?
Well, let's have a look at what we've got. You've got a potion of strength, 6 black pearls, a ring of invisibility, throwing knives, a lantern, garlic, or knuckle bones. You can choose. I'm letting you choose whichever 2 of those things you want.
Give me the potion of strength and knuckle bones.
Okay, potion of strength is gone and knuckle bones are gone. And you lost those 5 gold pieces as well.
Alright.
Alright then, mate. Leave it out. Right, so onwards and forwards. Further along the street is, on the left is another shop. A sign outside reads Ben Borryman, silversmith. If you wish to enter the shop, turn to 213. If you would rather keep going east, turn to 100.
My hands raised. Go inside.
A man wearing a white apron is sitting at a bench, busily polishing a silver goblet. There are several silver objects in a glass cupboard, secured by an iron grill at the back of the shop. You may talk to the silversmith, attack him with your sword, or leave the shop and continue east.
Wait. Is the silver goblet supposed to mean something else? Because I really want to be sure this time around.
He's just sitting there normally polishing a silver goblet. That's all it is. So your choices are you can either talk to the silversmith, attack him, or leave the shop.
We'll talk to him because we have to.
You don't have to.
Well, he's part of the thing.
Is he? Mm-hmm. Okay. You ask Ben Borryman if he has any silver arrows for sale. He replies that he does, but will make one for you. He replies that he does not, but he will make one for you at the cost of 10 gold pieces or 2 magic items. If you can afford his asking price, turn to 85. If you cannot, turn to 42. So let's think about this. He will make one for you at the cost of 10 gold pieces or 2 magic items. So you haven't got 10 gold pieces, and you also don't have 2 magic items. However, you do have 1 magic item and 8 gold pieces. So I will allow you to spend 5 of those gold pieces and lose your ring of invisibility in order for you to be able to afford the silver arrow. Or you can just continue with the you can't afford it right now.
We'll do the I can't afford it right now. I'm a poor man.
Okie dokie.
He's a poor man in a poor street. And
you tell the man that you cannot pay his price he is asking. He shrugs his shoulders and says, well, do you have any food? You open your backpack and he takes all of your remaining provisions. He then starts to cast the silver arrow and you wait patiently as he makes it. Finally, he presents you with it and assures you that it will be accurate in flight. It's a good thing you didn't take my offer. You thank him for his troubles and leave his shop. Outside, you set off again, turning to 100. So, you actually got a much better deal by saying that you were poor, because now you have no provisions left. However, you've got no way of making your stamina back up again if you should need to at some point, because you've got rid of your potion of strength, which may have been helpful to you a little bit later on. But you do have a silver arrow now.
Yay!
Which is necessary. Okie dokie.
Oh, don't forget to take the Ben and the silver arrow thing off from notes.
Alright then, if you want me to.
Well, yeah, because we've already been to the silversmith, so we don't need to be there anymore.
Fair
or we
enough.
don't need we don't need it in notes, and we already got the silver arrow, so I don't need the silver arrow notes.
You soon arrive at a junction. If you wish to turn north onto Tower Street, turn to 127. If you wish to continue east onto Stable Street, turn to 246.
Tower Street or Stable Street? Well, I think we've been on a jaunty thing for a while. I think we'll go Stable. Let's go on Stable Street.
As you walk wearily down the narrow cobbled street, you are suddenly confronted by a little old man who dashes out of one of the houses. He pulls a dirty bottle out of a canvas bag. As he speaks, you can't help staring at the large wart on his nose with its tuft of hair. He smiles and asks you, would you like to pay 2 gold pieces for a drink of his wonderful healing potion? If you wish to pay for the drink, turn to 98. If you would rather keep going east, turn to 363.
I'm thinking of 98. Really thinking on it. Or it's 363. But I don't really need a healing potion right now because I'm already healed up. What? Or are you shaking your head?
No, yeah, I was just shaking my head that you don't need.
Yeah, so 363.
Healing.
Yeah, 363.
Okay. In the middle of the street, you see a large manhole cover. If you wish to lift the manhole cover to see where it leads, turn to 48. If you wish to keep walking east, turn to 205.
You see a large manhole cover. We'll keep walking east.
Are you sure?
Look, if you're gonna keep can I get a referendum? Can I get a timeout here for when my DM starts dropping? Like, are you sure you want to make that? It's like with the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
It could be a good "Are you sure?" It could be a bad "Are you sure?" I might be misleading you, although it might be something very important to the story.
I don't know your voice as well. Just go east. Just keep walking east.
Okie dokie. After replacing the manhole cover, you set off east again. Everything seems a little too quiet and you begin to feel nervous. Ahead of you, you see that Stable Street turns sharply to the left. If you wish to walk around the corner, turn to 44. If you wish to walk back to the junction and turn right into Tower Street, turn to 127.
Let's go around the corner.
Standing in a line across the street are 3 tall men, each armed with a spiked club. You notice that each has a red star tattooed on his forehead. They are vagabonds intent on robbing you. If you have a throwing knife, you may be able to cut one down before they reach you. Turn to 18. If you don't, if you do not have the throwing knife, you will have to fight all 3 of them with your sword. Well, you do happen to have a throwing knife.
18.
We'll use that. Okay. You take aim carefully and throw the knife at the leading vagabond. Roll 2 dice. If it is the same or less than your skill score, the knife sinks deep into the vagabond's chest, stopping him dead in his tracks. Otherwise, the knife flies back past its target and you must fight all 3 vagabonds with your sword. So, roll 2d6 please. And if it is greater than, if it's 7 or less, then you were lucky, I guess. So 2d6, please.
Let's go for it.
Well done. You did it. 7 or less. That was very lucky.
Woo, that's right on the
we
dot.
have a zombie raid happening at the moment. Welcome, guys. Good to see you all. Thank you for joining us. We've got Iris Rhoda here.
Hey,
also, Rick Cleary said hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining us, mate. It's good to see you, brother. Who else do we have? What the hell?
Hey, Tomby.
Hello, Tomby. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate you all being here. Thanks a lot. Currently, we've just completely breezed over one of the main plot points in the story by replacing the manhole cover, and so now we've just tested Dara's luck, and fortunately, he was very lucky, and his throwing knife sank deep into the chest of one of our vagabond friends here. So 102 it is. The other 2 vagabonds stop to aid their friend, but it is too late. He's already dead. They seem undecided as to what to do next. After a brief conversation, they pick up their dead friend and carry him off down a narrow alleyway to your right. You quickly walk north before they have time to reappear with more of their gang. The houses in this section of Stable Street consist of 2 rows of terraces. They are all made of sandstone apart from one in the middle of the terrace to your right, which is made of brick and is painted white. The door is made of oak and a serpent's head is carved into it. If you wish to enter the White House, turn to 131. If you wish to keep walking north, turn to 333.
Oh, we're going in that White House. Woo! White House, here we come.
You walk into a room with sparse furnishings and a polished wooden floor. Silk curtains hang down over an archway on the far wall. As you start to walk across the wooden floor, a woman's voice calls out, "Who is it?" You may tell her you are delivering flowers, tell her you have come to collect old rags, or tell her you are a tax collector.
See, now I thought you would have done like, who is it? Who is it? Who's there?
Well, I happen to know that this is a young voiced woman, so
okay.
It's who is it?
Who is it? Let's do flowers.
Tell her you are delivering flowers. Okay.
Why not?
The woman's voice sounds excited as she calls through. "Oh, I wonder which kind of deer has sent me flowers. Can you tell me who they're from?" If you wish to tell her a name, turn to 195. If you wish to tell her that you do not know who they are from, turn to 79.
Ooh, I'd be lying either way though. Oh man.
Yes.
We'll go for the lesser one, 79.
The silk curtains in front of the archway are suddenly pulled aside, and a strange creature steps into the room. It has a snake's head, which sits oddly atop the body of a young woman wearing a lavish gown. Its mouth opens and forked tongue darts in and out, as the Serpent Queen challenges you, saying, "Do not lie to me, scoundrel. No doubt you're an assassin come here to kill me, but you shall die instead." Suddenly, the Serpent Queen stretches out her head and bites you on the neck. Lose 4 stamina points and 1 skill point. If you're still alive, you draw your sword to defend yourself. So, that wasn't a very good choice, I'm afraid. You lost 4 stamina points before you even started, and 1 skill point.
Well, looks like this may be, boys.
We're boned. So, let's get on with the battle then. The Serpent Queen has a skill of 9 and a stamina of 7.
So we're fighting the stamina, okay.
Yeah, you got to fight now. No doubt about it.
Woo!
So, to start the first attack round, please roll 2d6 for the enemy. And you are at a bit of a disadvantage because they have a skill of 9 and you have a current skill of 6. But nevertheless, a 3 and a 1 gives them 13. And if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please.
I believe in the heart of the dice. The heart of the dice will decide for me. Yes!
A 5 and a 1 gives you 12, which means they win that attack round.
Curses!
Unfortunately. And we'll reduce your stamina down to 14. Now, I know you've been a bit resistant to testing your luck previously. However, you may want to think about testing your luck from time to time through this battle. Okay? So, do you want to test your luck now and mitigate some of that? Or not?
We'll try in the next turn.
Okie dokie then. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
We'll try for the hills of the next turn. Oh, yes.
1 and a 3 gives them 13 again.
Oh, right. Hold on. Roll for me.
And then 2 for you. Yes, please.
Okay.
Nice. A 5 and a 5 gives you 16. You win that attack round.
Woo!
And we'll bring their stamina down to 5. You can also add 2 more to that attack damage if you want by testing your luck. Of course, only if you're lucky.
Only if I'm lucky. Oh, so if I were to test my luck, would that mean like a one shot?
If you were to test your luck right now and you were lucky, it would reduce the enemy's stamina by another 2 points. If you are unlucky, it will add a stamina point back to them.
Then let's not try that.
Okay. 2d6 for the enemy then, please.
Yes, sir. Right, sir. Ooh, snake
Oh,
eye.
dearie me. 6 and a 6 gives them 21.
Oh, jeez.
And 2d6 for yourself, please. A 4 and a 1. I'm afraid it's not going to cut it this time. That gives you 11. You lose that attack round, which means that we have to reduce your stamina score down to 12. However, if you're lucky, if you test your luck, if you're lucky, we'll give you a point back of stamina. If you're unlucky, we'll subtract another 1.
All right, what we got? Let's try it.
Your luck is currently 10, so you've got to get 10 or below on 2d6.
So roll the dice?
If you're testing for your luck,
Yes.
okay, 2d6 please. And it's got to be 10 or below. Which it is. Nice. So we'll give you a stamina point back, bringing you back up to 13. We'll also have to deduct luck point. So now on the next luck roll, it's got to be 9 or below on 2d6 to be lucky. Okay, so next attack round, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Doing 2 right now, sir.
A 2 and a 6 gives them 17. And if you can roll 2 for yourself, please.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Hold on, sir. Oh, bloody hell,
I'm going to take it as a 6 and a 5. That gives you 17, which means you've parried blows. So no damage, no harm, no foul. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
A 1 and a 6 gives them 16. And then 2d6 for yourself, please.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Right, rolling now, sir. Oh.
4 and a 3 gives you 13, I'm afraid, which means they win that attack round and will reduce your stamina by 2 to 11. Now, as I've said before, you can either test your luck or carry on.
We'll carry on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please.
Yes, sir.
A 2 and a 5 gives them 16 again. And then
And for me?
2d6 for yourself.
Bippity bop. Boot.
Oh, I'm afraid not. That gives you 10. Which means we'll have to deduct you down to 9 now. Oh, it's getting a bit low. So do you want to test your luck or do you want to carry on?
We're going to carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Boom.
That's a bit better. A 1 and a 2 gives them 12. And then 2 for yourself, please. Nice. 6 and a 6 gives you 18. You win that attack round. We'll bring their stamina down to 3. If you test your luck and you're lucky, you can reduce that by another 2. Or if you're unlucky, it'll add another 1.
Keep going.
Okie dokie, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Oh, snake eyes! We got snake eyes! Yes, we got snake eyes!
I am taking it as a 1 and a 1.
Yeah.
That gives them 11, funnily enough. And if you
sir.
can roll 2d6 for yourself, please.
Oh, snake!
That is possibly the best and the worst roll that you could have gotten. 2 snake eyes in a row gives you 8 against their 11. So I'm afraid they win that attack round and we've reduced your stamina down to 7. Would you like to test your luck?
Oh, keep going.
Okie dokie, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Fight through the pain. All right.
A 3 and a 1 gives them 13. And if you can roll 2 for yourself, please.
Boom! Woo!
3
Triples.
and a 3 gives you 12. You've literally just missed the parry by 1 point, which means they win that attack round. Will reduce your stamina down to 5. Do you wish to test your luck?
Either I'm gonna die here, or I'm gonna win here. So we're gonna keep going.
Okie dokie. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Oops. Almost did 3. Hold on. Hit a little too happy trigger right there.
And 2 for yourself, please.
1, 2, 5.
So that's 11 against their 13. So unfortunately, they have won the attack round again, and we will reduce you down to 3.
3.
Yeah, so it's 3 stamina to 3 stamina currently, but they have the higher skill score. So there's no way of escaping, but you could test your luck and try to mitigate some of that damage.
And I'd still be locked in a battle with them, so we're gonna take this all the
Okie
way to the
dokie.
end.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. Oh, Dara.
Is it a 6 or a 9?
Dara. It's always a 6 because it's d6.
Oh, okay. It's a 6-sided. Okay. Why did I think there was a...
And 2d6 for yourself, please.
Well, can't get any worse. Well, actually,
It
can,
could.
But yeah, it could.
A 3 and a 4 gives you 13 against their 18. Now, you're at 1 stamina. This snake bird is not your
Friend.
not your friend, I'm
Yes.
afraid. Now, I would ask if you wanted to test your luck, but if you're unlucky, you'll die. However, if you lose on the next round, you're going to die anyway, so it's up to you.
You know, there's a lot I've learned from this. And before I make my next roll, I just want you all to know. Ride 'em high. Alright, I'm ready.
2d6 for the enemy, please.
There you go.
Fucking hell, Dara.
It definitely could get worse.
It definitely did get worse. You've got to roll. Well, even if you... Well, you're dead, basically, because even if you roll two d6s and it's 2 6s on 2 d6s, you're not winning.
Alright, well, I guess that's it then.
I guess it is, but still, for posterity, roll 2d6 for the enemy, please. Sorry, for
All right.
yourself.
Alright. Mama Gemma. Alright, there we go. Oh,
A
wow.
5 and a 5 gives
a
you
double.
16.
Nice.
But unfortunately, they win that attack round, and that brings your stamina down to 0.
All good things.
But wait. Right? Because, as you know very well,
Yeah.
someone could donate to this stream right now. If they were to donate £50, that's pretty expensive, but it would grant you an extra life. However, if someone was to donate £10 right now, it could restore all of your stats back to their initial values.
Well, put it on the timer, Jackson.
So if someone donates £10 right now, it will return all stats to their initial values.
You've got 1 minute and counting.
That's right.
If the minute goes by and there's no donations, I get to croak and sing like a frog. Oh wait, no,
but you could. You see, the thing is, you could donate one. Sorry, you could donate £2, and that could grant a random potion. Or you could donate £3 and you get to choose the potion.
Interesting. And Crimson's like, somebody give him a revive potion. I'm singing my life away.
Exactly. It definitely did get worse, Abe. It definitely did get worse.
And he's laughing at me too. I don't have PayPal. Oh, Crimson. Oh, the last.
Unfortunate.
The last light has turned to shadow. That's right.
But if there is anyone out there who wants to make any kind of donation right now, you can keep him alive, but it's not going to last for much longer. I am going to have to.
What were the things again?
So, for a £50 donation, it could grant you an extra life.
That's just too much money.
Right now, it seems like it. Yeah. For £10, it could return all of your stat. Oh, who's tipped that? Let's have a look.
What?
Someone's just tipped. I'm just trying to see who it was now. What does £5 get me from Davey? I'm assuming that's Daveyverse. What does £5 get you? Well, £5 actually gets you the Adventurer's Care Package, which means that they will. It will. So it either gets them a re-roll.
Yeah.
Right. It could grant them a re-roll, or it could grant them an Adventurer's Care Package, which means 2 of either 4 gold or 2 provisions, or it can get you a potion and either 4 gold or 2 provisions.
I guess it's up to the person, whoever decides what the thing is. All don't get is side goose.
Well, since Daveyverse donated it, perhaps I should have made it a little bit more clear to add the choice to the message. But I'll allow Daveyverse. Oh, so Dara's choice. Okay, Daveyverse is saying Dara, you can choose Dara. So, what would you prefer? Would you prefer a potion and one of the others, or would you prefer a re-roll, or would you prefer something else?
Well, that I guess. Then what would the potion be though, or is that just random?
Well,
because if I were to go for the potion and then the extra bit that you're saying, then the potion would just be like whatever the potion is, I guess.
So, with the potion, it is. Hang on, let me just double check to make sure that I'm being consistent with my. Yes, so it's a potion of choice, but you have to roll. So it's a potion of choice, a potion of strength, potion of stamina, or a potion of luck. But I'm gonna make you roll a d6 if you want to try for the luck one. But that would be pointless right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can either choose a potion of stamina or a potion of skill. Or you can try on a d6 for the luck potion. Which would you like?
Well, it seems that my stamina's out, so we should probably go for the one that's stamina.
Okie dokie. So, you've chosen a potion of stamina. and you either get 4 gold or 2 provisions. Which would you prefer?
Well, I've already lost all my food, but I still have gold. Might as well go for the provisions.
Okie dokie. So, you have a pot of strength.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other thing? Sorry, it was 2 provisions, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Lovely. Thank you so much for the donation, Davey. You have, I believe that you have saved Dara in this battle. So would you like to take your potion of strength now?
Let's go for it.
Okie dokie. So you're back up to 21 stamina.
All right.
And we get to continue the battle. So,
Saved by the bell.
2d6 for the enemy, please.
2K. 2. All right. We got a second chance. Let's go.
Is that a 3 and a 2, is it?
Yes.
Gives them
it is.
14. Roll 2d6 for yourself, please.
Excuse me. All right. Roll. Well, there we go. It was stuck.
5 and a 4 gives you 15, which means you win that attack round.
Boo!
And we'll bring their stamina down to 1. Now, if you test your luck right now and you're lucky, you'll defeat her straight away.
I really want to keep as much luck as I can, though, because I don't have very much luck of this.
It's up to you, mate.
I'll go for another round. We're already back up to speed. Let's slash and dash.
Let's do it then. 2d6 for the enemy.
Oh, right, sorry. Oh.
A 6 and a 2 gives them 17.
Mm-hmm. So I
2d6 for yourself, please.
Papa wants higher. Okay, it's not working. There we go. Whoa, okay. Jeez. It froze up.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Do we just want to try a reroll then? Because it froze up on me.
I'm gonna ask you to re-roll as soon as the dice have disappeared. Go for it. So 2d6, please. This is for yourself.
Okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't freeze. Oops. All right. Well, that didn't help.
Oh dear. That gives you 10 against their 17, which means that they win that attack round. Unfortunately, we'll bring your stamina down to 19. Would you like to test your luck?
I think we need to end this, and that's not going to work on this round, so we're going to have to continue fighting.
Okie dokie, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
It's going to be a lot.
4 and a 1 gives them 14. I'm praying for you this one, mate. Go for it. 2d6 for yourself.
Let's just see what happens.
A 2 and a 2 gives you 10 against their 14.
I'm on 1 left, and they don't. And the heart of the dice are working against me. Quit it.
It seems that way. Do you want to test your luck or carry on?
We're gonna carry on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please.
We've only got 1 left. That's all that's left. Oh, there we go. We can work with that. It's a 1 and a 2. A 1
Yeah, a 1 and a 2 gives them 12, incidentally.
Right.
And if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please. It's a much better roll.
Yeah, better roll. There we go.
A 3 and a 3 gives you 12, which means you've parried blows. Next attack round, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Oh, we parried? Oh, wow. Okay.
A 6 and a 1 gives them 16. And if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please.
Come on. Seriously? Oh, there we go.
A 4 and a 2 gives you...
It froze up
A
again.
4 and a 2 gives you 12, which I'm afraid means that they win that attack round again, bringing your stamina down to 15. Test your luck or carry on?
We're gonna carry on. It's
Okay.
Like, what? It's only like, it's like 1, and it's kicking my butt.
2d6 for the enemy, please.
This one was, ooh. Shoot.
5 and a 4 gives them 18.
Right. And
Come on, we need those double 6s.
double 6s. Wow. Well, that was
I'm
sad.
afraid not. That gives you 10 against their 18. They win the attack round. And yeah, we're reducing your stamina down to 13. Would you like to test your luck or not?
It's gonna re-roll again.
Would you like to test your luck?
It's not gonna. It's got like 1 left. I got it somewhere. Isn't it? It doesn't only work for the attack portion when we're attacking, not when we're getting attacked.
What do you mean?
Oh, we're just gonna keep rolling.
Okay,
Oh my
2d6 for the enemy then, please.
Right. Oh man.
Gives them 18 again.
So what if I use my luck to increase my thing? Or can I use my luck now?
No, you got to wait until both rolls have been made to figure out whether or not who gets the hit, and then you can use the luck to mitigate damage or give more damage to them.
Okay. Well, this is
So
fun.
2d6 for yourself, please.
All right. We'll see how this goes. Well,
A 3 and a 2 gives you 11 to their 18. That means they win the attack round and will reduce your stamina down to 11. So now, if you test your luck and you're lucky, we'll give you a stamina point back. If you're unlucky, we'll reduce your stamina score by another 1.
sure, why not? Let's do that.
So you want to test your luck?
Yeah, test the luck. Yep.
Okay, roll 2d6 and it has to be 9 or below on 2d6.
Oh, I've been rolling below 9, so let's see what happens. Oh well.
You were lucky.
Only when it matters. Only when it matters. I'm trying to beat the snake. Only when it matters.
With 1 stamina point. She's hanging on in there though with that 9 skill. So 2d6 for the enemy. Well done anyway, by the way, for being lucky.
Yeah, well, I think that's what you want to call it. I don't know.
A 3 and a 4 gives them 16. And 2 for yourself. Come on, double 6s.
Ooh.
It's not bad. It's a 4 and a 6, which means you get 16, which means that you've parried blows. No harm, no foul. So, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Yes, sir. Okay. Oh.
A 3 and a 3 gives them 15.
Uh-huh. All right, and I need to get higher than that. So we need to go up higher. All right, rolling for myself, good sir. Oh, it froze up again. Gosh dang it. Oh, there we go.
A 4 and a 1 gives you 11. Oh, dearie me. So we'll reduce your stamina score down to 10. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Let's keep going.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
All right.
6 and a 1 gives them 16.
Mm-hmm.
And 2d6 for yourself, please.
I'm waiting for them to disappear. Get off the screen. Yep, there we go. Okay. 8. Ooh, not even good enough.
It wasn't, I'm afraid. You got 14 against their 16, which means that they win the attack round again and will reduce your stamina to 8. Do you want to test your luck?
Well, it's not gonna matter. We might as well just keep going. I'm either restricting how much damage I get hit with, or hit with damage. But I only need 1 hit, and I'm not even getting that.
You need to just believe in the dice, Dara. Believe in the dice. Be one with the dice.
All right. Bad mojo for the Snake Queen. 7. All right. That's
5 and a 2 gives them 16.
Okay. All right.
And 2 for yourself.
All right. Grandpa said it's time to roll, so we're gonna roll hard. Let's go for it. Woo!
6
10.
and a 4 gives you 16. You've parried blows again. You just need that one lucky roll, mate. That's all you need. 2d6 for the enemy.
Alright, a 6 right.
2 and a 4 gives them 15.
Alright,
2 for yourself.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. I'm waiting for the dice to disappear. Go. There we go. Boom!
A 5 and a 2, I'm afraid, gives you 13, which means they win the attack round again, and you are now at 6 stamina. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
We're gonna have to carry on because it's just gonna delay it. So
2d6.
Boom.
Oh, Dara!
We can just call it now and call it a day.
2d6 for yourself, please.
Alright, let's get this over with. Oh, come on. Don't freeze me like that. Come on. Go. Roll. I pressed the... There we go.
A 2 and a 4, I'm afraid, gives you 12. So they win the attack round, and you're now down to 4 stamina. Don't forget, boys and girls, there are options on the table. Donations come in handy in situations like this. We've already given him 1 potion due to a lovely adventurer's care package. But for a £10 roll, sorry, for a £10 donation, it will return all of the initial. Sorry, it'll return all of the current stats back to their initial values. So you could help him out again by donating £10.
10 pounds and 4 ounces.
Where were we? Ah, yes, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Usually like to get at least so. Well, we're gonna see what happens. Heart of the dice.
A 3 and a 1 gives them 13. This is it, mate. This is the one. This, I can feel it. This is the roll. Come on, 2d6 for yourself.
I believe in you. Heart of the dice. Huh.
3 and a 4 gives you 13, which means that you've parried blows. No harm, no foul. So, next attack round. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
We are just smacking and dabbing. Okay, there we go.
4 and a 1 gives them 14. 2 for yourself, please.
Oops.
Oh my good lord. A 1 and a 3 gives you 10. Means they win the attack round, and you are now down to your last 2 stamina.
Well, it's been a great adventure, but sometimes things in life just tell you when it's time to end, and I think the journey has started to come to that point, because the tide has not turned, and she is still alive by 1 stamina. So, unless the whole deal with the pounds thing works, it's been nice knowing you all. Let's do this.
2d6 for the enemy, please. A 3 and a 4 gives them 16.
That's right, Rick. That'll do. That'll do, donkey.
So so a 3 and a 4 would give you 13. If you rolled identical to what they rolled, it would give you 13. So you need to roll something fucking spectacular right
10.
now.
10 would be at least get me a 10 would at least get me the parry. 10 would at least get me the parry. So I have to roll 10 or higher, basically. All right. Well,
Good
kids,
luck, mate.
like the astronauts that lift off in space, Houston, we have oops. Well, yeah, it froze on me again.
Yeah, so if I take all 4 of those dice.
No, let's redo it. It froze on me, so let's just.
I think
it.
a 6 and a 4 is a good what's it? There's your 10.
Yeah.
At least you parried blows. So this is it, boys and girls. The final round, perhaps. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Wow, man, I didn't think I'd be holding on the edge of a knife for this. Goodness sake. I'm all. Oh man,
A
here
4
we go.
and a 1 gives them 14.
He has a 14, so I'd have to get a 8 or more to win. I have to get 8 or more to win. Okay, here we go.
Best of luck. 2d6.
8 or more, 8 or more, 8 or more! Yes! Yeah!
You parried.
Oh, son of a bitch!
So 2d6 for the enemy, please. Really milking this.
Oh, come on. I hate when it freezes like this. Wow.
Oh my good lord.
Yeah.
6 and a 3 gives them 18.
I'd have to roll basically a 6 out of 6. That's highly improbable. Well, this, yeah. Down with the ship. Except I'll take the lifeboat, but down with the ship! Down with the ship, it's been wonderful.
I'm afraid a 5 and a 3 gives you 14 to their 18.
Yes, sir.
Which means that your stamina is brought down to 0. And I don't believe that anybody has tipped anymore for your life force. And I'm afraid, my dear fellow,
it was worth it. We got a part 2 out of this. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it. It was all right.
I am so sorry for your loss there, mate. You know, you were doing so well right up until the point you decided to lie to a woman with a snake for a head.
I didn't know she had a snake for a head. She was blind.
You were blind.
Well, whatever. Point of the matter is, I made it to part 2. I made it to part 2, but I always need to end anyway because it's getting time for me to do my show. So
yes, it's true. It is true. So we would be ending in 20 minutes anyway. So I think this is a good place to end it, I'm afraid. Yeah, yes. But Dara, I am so sorry. You just couldn't get past that bleeding wench.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
That's all right.
I would like to say thank you to Davey Verse. Thank you for the dono.
Yeah, we can finally put this to rest now after so many waiting to finish part 2. The book of part 2 has come to rest, and I am at ease. So that means to try another book next time. But right now,
absolutely.
Right now, the thief did not make it in the city. He was snaked by by a snake. So there was
No, Abe, we won't be doing this all night.
too late.
Yes, rest easy, soldier.
I did my part, and I made it through. Even with one leg off, I still hopped along. Thank you very much. The thing about it was just like it kept getting hung up on those parries, and at just 1 point, it was hung up on 1 point, and I'm just like,
it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that. It was the fact that you also lost that that skill point right before the battle started. In many of those cases, you would have won. Yeah. Apart from the fact that you were one skill point even less.
Just can't bloody win with those dice. Yeah, that was true. That's true, Crimson. I couldn't win. But you know what I did win? I won a break. That's what I won. Now I don't have to worry about this thing. It was like, hey Jack, when we do this, hey Jack, I got part 2. What's happened? No, now we have finally laid to rest. But you know what? It was all right. It was a interesting time. Although I do wish there were more voicing. But that's
yes, I know you do.
Yes.
You're very big with the voice acting.
Yeah, I played my part well. And I could have done it like this. That Snake Queen right there, right? She's got a big bloody head. And she got some fangs coming out of her face. And I was like, oh, man, bloody hell. And I was like, throw a pussy, mate. And she's like, ugh.
And Crimson's right. Still no winners.
Well, I tried, but the dice were saying no. And plus, it was getting close to when I needed to leave. So, in a way, the dice said yes to me, but not in the way that would have won the game.
No, you would have been coming back for a part 3, I think.
That's true. We should have held it on longer. I should have like, oh gosh, I don't think I can do this. I think I should ask a friend or something like that. I should have used up those lifelines. But you know what? It's okay. It's in the end, it's just a game to have fun with. It basically is what it is. It's like those people who play like what is those games? It's people who play like COD all the time and they're like, oh, I can't keep dying like this. I'm like, it's just a game. You get to still walk. That person in the game no longer does. So there's he shot me in the belly back.
I think Rick is talking about your English accent. You sound like Ozzy Osbourne, apparently.
What?
Your English accent that you keep doing, you sound like Ozzy Osbourne, apparently.
That's sort of like Ozzy Osbourne. I can't understand what he says.
It's a little bit more like him.
What is one of his songs? I'm a burnout man. Nobody wants him. And then he goes back to talking.
Abra says that I retain my paper crown of being the closest to win. Yes. You've been the closest to turn to 400 before. Yeah.
That's all right, though.
I think the RNG Jack uses was the same company behind Diebold's vote. Oh, yeah, voting machines.
Well, you know what? Those dice were like, we've heard you, and it's time for you to leave. And I was like, all right, well, I'll leave, I guess. But it's still the same. It was fun to do. But I'm not gonna. I treated the game as what it was, a game, and I had fun with that. Even if I went down those, even when I went down those roads, it's like, yeah, you probably wanted to pick something else. It's like, I will say this though, at least I have a rule made after me now.
You certainly do have a rule made after you. Incidentally, when you came to the manhole cover. You're supposed to go down there.
Why is that?
Because it's a major plot point in the game.
I was supposed, you say I was supposed to go down there, but there's nothing saying I was supposed to go down there.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I added the hint of, are you sure you want to just walk past it?
Yeah, look, sometimes you got to walk past the manhole. Once in a while, so you can.
How many manholes must a man walk down?
None, because that's a wrong direction you want to be going into. Where's north? Oh, just look at Jerry there, right there. He's always pointing north.
Well, Dara, thank you for returning to
Yes.
continue your quest.
Yes, sir.
I am so sorry that you didn't manage to complete your quest, like so many who have come before you. However, we're going to be saying goodbye to you shortly, and
Yes,
you're
sir.
going to be going off to your own stream.
Yes,
But before then, I would really enjoy it if you would please shill your wares.
Chill my wares. Well, you come right over here, right? You come right over here. I have an old rotten crown, right? Back from the old dynasty, right? It's a little sabby, but as the kids would say, it's good to wear. Hold on. I gotta get my link. So, okay. This is where you can find my stuff at. I'm posting that in the chat. This is where you can find my stuff at. If you can. Oh, is it not showing up in the? Oh, it's probably not showing up in the thing yet. The link will there. Oh, it's not even showing up.
Are you hang on? Say something in the chat. Just say anything. Just say anything in the chat, just so that you're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it didn't accept my links. Oh, okay. I wonder why I didn't.
Hang on a minute. I'm just going to add you as a moderator.
All right. So I have to be a moderator.
So yeah. So now you should be able to post links.
Okay. Let me try again. Let's see if this works. Right.
There you go.
Yeah, close. Anyway, you can go to that link. That's where my Twitter X, my email, and link to Discord, but it's mostly just for DMing. It's there. Of course, the links to Rumble and YouTube are in there too. But again, that's just a straight to sort of thing because I try to have all links in one space because people put I used to have just one link after another out in the open, and this makes it much easier. But you can go there. You can see where my stuff's at. And of course, I'll be going on at 7 with my lovely guest, Midge Star. I can't remember how to say it. Midge Star. She's a lovely lady I met through the Twitter X side of things. I don't what Rumble or Twitter X. I can't remember which one. But she, I do know there was a stream someone had come on and she had stopped by for them. So there is that. But I'll be on with her at 7 p.m. Eastern, or as the English would say, midnight. So there is that. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't do my other stuff. Like I have the surveys, and then of course I have my Proton thing, but that'll be for my channel, and this will just be the direction too. So if you want to look at my stuff, which pretty much a majority already do, you can just go there, or just find my YouTube, Rumble, whichever one you want, because I know some of you have both. So there's that. But anyway, that's it. That's pretty much it. I don't know how to sell myself, so there you go. See me, don't see me, because yeah, why not? I can't.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show again, Dara, and thank you again for finishing your journey.
It was long, extraneous, and finally full of relief. That's where we're at.
But until next time, mate, take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you soon.
Right, all right, before I go for you kids, all right, make sure you brush your teeth, right? I don't need no more holes in your mouth, right? And go to bed when your parents say it, or otherwise Krampus will come around and knock you senseless. So don't let Krampus come around and knock you senseless. All right, I'm done.
Okay. I'll speak to you later, Dara. Take care.
All right.
And as for me, I am Jack Tarlad. You can find me on all of my socials at Jack Tarlad. You can go to the Read and Roll Rumble channel if you wouldn't mind. The link is just appearing in the chat right now. There we go. I have reached over 123 followers on Read and Roll, which means that I am now kind of eligible for the Rumble Creator Program. I've got to get some streaming hours built up over there on my Rumble. So look out for that. I at least was supposed to be streaming every single night of the week over there, but for some reason, every time I try to make a stream through Rumble Studio, it keeps saying, "Oops, something went wrong." So I've reached out to them, and I'm waiting on an answer back for that. I would like to say thank you to Dara for the $5 tip, or the £5 tip, and to Davyverse for the £5 tip. Unfortunately, it got him through another round of fighting, but unfortunately, it didn't do him any good. However, you can catch me here next week. I don't remember who the guest is, but keep informed on my Twitter. Where else will I be? Hump Day Chinwag on Wednesdays on Tomby's channel, and several of other of our panel members. What else? No, that's about it, really. Thank you to everyone for the donations. I'd like to say thank you to everyone for joining us who was in chat. We've had, who have we had here? We've had Legatus Legionis, of course. Daramouthe was here. Abe's been here. Steve. Tomby's been here. Iris Rhoda. Chase in Texas. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Where else? Who else? Crimson Shadow. Can't forget him. Davyverse, Rick Cleary, Eclectic Goat, Yarnwich. Oh god, there's so many of you. Thank you all for joining us. Until next week, take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Good night for now.